Bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong. This is Joe, the bearded historian. He'll tell you an interesting story. Be careful of his soldiers, they can be brats. This is Angel, she's an entity. She'll cause chaos and plant her hands at you. This is Sue, she likes spirits, not the alcohol. She's the reason this channel exists. This is David, he likes fire trucks. He's here occasionally. Bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong. We preserve his story.
Alright, welcome to Monday. Oh, we are approaching the end of February, which is great. We finally get to go see a movie tomorrow, which will be wonderful. Not a lot of movies on our list this year, which is kind of sad. Save us money, but at the same time, sad. Anyway, before all that, we have a race. I chose a sledding race because it's snowy outside today. Are you ready? Here we go. Shout out time. Here's a shout out just for you. It's for me, so that's for you. This shout out is for our friends. Let's see who it is today. Alright, there's our racers all lined up. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we've got She Stole. There's Nacho. There's M&J. There's Tay Weezy, or Tay Eats, excuse me. There's Susan. There's Sunshine, or Sunrise. There's Pear Life. There's Peaches, or Peach, excuse me. I don't know why I keep adding an S to that. There's Frugal. There's Tripping. There's Antoinette, and Julius, and Pinned, and Ron, and I, Marcus, Moonsey, Bluegrass, Reef, Bobby, Gloria, Keep Digging, Blended. Let's see, Ian, Rubies, Hugo, Brits, Zoll, Eric, Josie, Glitter, Travis, Bobby, Sophia. Oh wow, Roseanne in there, Carol, and it looks like Cable. Hang on a minute, let's double check on that. Yep, it is Mr. Cable. Alright. The Cable Company is promoting life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Concepts that we should all have in there. He plays Hangman, where you can guess words with like-minded friends. Most of us read that. This is another historical channel. As you can see, they do a lot of military history. There's some boats. There's some boats. They do some shorts, which are military related. And of course, the lives are their games where they do Hangman and other things. Welcome to Buds Pretending to Know How to Cook, Part 2. Technically, it's not all the buds, just me. I was able to get Angel to give me a bowl, because she's been hiding them in her room because she's afraid that we would try to cook. Guess what I'm going to try to do? We're going to make cornbread. Because I've been wanting to do it all summer. I haven't had a chance to do it all summer. And now I have a bowl. So I'm going to see if I can do it. And you're going to watch me and make fun of me. And that's okay. And hopefully it won't be too bad. We'll see how it goes. It's been a while since I've done this. But I've done it before. But never on my own. So hold on. This is Jiffy corn bread. It says muffin mix, but the bread mix had honey in it, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Well, maybe we'll try that one of these days. If you don't know Jiffy, you've not been making your cornbread the way I grew up making cornbread. The instructions are fairly simple. You need a 1 box, 1 egg, 1/3 cup of milk. And guess what? We have all those things, including a liquid measuring cup. Woohoo! And then we have to cook it. The cooking is the hard part. We will not be putting them in muffin cups. we will be putting them in a cornbread pan, which I will show you later. And this is the mix in the bowl. Now I need to get the egg and the milk. Alright, here is egg. Here is milk. Do not try to make cornbread or anything else that requires egg in your bedroom. I don't have a hard surface, so I was using a tote, and I got egg on my blanket. Well, we'll see how this works. Do you think half an egg will work as well as a full egg? I'm afraid to add another egg. We'll see. We have to, we have to. We'll do what we can. This is what it looks like now. We're going to stir it. I'm going to try stirring it while recording. We'll see how that goes, because I'm only one-handed right here. Okay, like I said, it's been a while since I've made cornbread, but I do remember you have to stir it thoroughly, and you want it not to be lumpy. It's a little bit harder to stir, so hang on a minute. Alright, and there it is all mixed, and we'll put it in the pan after lunch, and we'll cook it, bake it, whatever you want to call it. See what happens then. Okay, so cornbread pan, square, completely square. I mean, you could probably do it in a rectangle, but I've never done it in a rectangle. I refuse to do it in a rectangle. I have always done it in a square pan, and I will always do it in a square pan. Why? Because that's the way I've always seen it, and I like squares. That sounded weird. But anyway, you know what I mean. And then we got some palm cooking spray. Not sponsored, as the professionals say. Not that I'm a professional. Then we have to spray the palm. Make sure to get the edges and the corners, so it does not stick. I encourage this even if you have a non-stick pan, because even if it's non-stick, it can stick. And this makes sure it doesn't stick. Hopefully, if you do a good job. Now we're going to put our mix into the pan. Hold on. And it looks like this is going to be a 2-box pan. So guess what? We have to do it again. And there, hang on a minute. There we go. There it is. All smoothed out. Doesn't that look beautiful? Wonderful. Yummy. Now I'm going to check the stove and see if it's at 400. And then we're going to cook it. And it says 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not going to put this on pause for that. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Haha. It does say cornbread on there. At the very bottom. This is why I'll never be a food cook or food YouTuber or a cooking reviewer. I forgot to show you guys me taking it out. This is where I checked it. It's a little dent. It wasn't quite done, so I put it back in. And of course I cut it and buttered it, and then I remembered I'd assure you that it is done. And I think it looks pretty good. We put on butter, as you can see. So that is me making cornbread. Thanks for watching. Alright, Mr. Bearded Historian's up to something.
This is a scientific experiment that does not go boom. What a concept.
Well, we don't know that yet.
No, thankfully. Anyway, one of the little things they invented back in the days of the 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s, when bison were sadly eliminated from Native American diets. This is one of their little inventions. This is a happy concoction that usually used flour and lard. Now, what they wound up doing is that they came up with what's known as fry bread. Fry bread is a delicious little treat that can be used in multiple ways. You can either use it as a dessert, you can use it just like regular bread for a sandwich. Some people will even put taco meat, cheese, and lettuce on it and call it an Indian taco. But we were able to pick up a couple boxes down at Fort Laramie. Got one of the boxes here. This is one of our personal favorites. No, I'm not endorsing it, but I just say these guys are excellent. Wood Knife. These are out of Interior, South Dakota. Interesting enough, they actually had a restaurant down there, I guess. The restaurant is no longer in business, but they now sell this all over the world. You can get it on Amazon, get it on, off of Etsy, or if
Oddly enough, we got this
in Wyoming. Yeah, figure that one out.
We got this one at the state park.
What's really funny is they sometimes they'll want up to $20 for a box of this stuff.
This one was only what, $8?
Yeah, $8 a shot. So, yeah, when we saw that, we were like, well, by gosh, we wanted to pick one up and find it in a nice location. Now, normally, what they do is for a whole box, they say 1.5 cups of water. I went 2 cups because otherwise the water wasn't going to cut it enough. You're start getting a sticky mess, and then you couldn't make very much good progress with it. Now, normally, and we did this, let it rest for 30 minutes, and then once you get it all set up, and then we'll cut it into squares or triangles, or if we want to be derogatory against other logos, we could do rectangles. You will put these into your oil. Oil's got to be up to 375 degrees.
Oil noises.
And you basically put it in there, you let it cook for, X number of minutes until golden brown on both sides, and then we'll have this nice little plate of these yummy things. And you have, again, 2 choices. You can have it with honey, you can put cinnamon and sugar on them. If you've got, taco meat, you make an Indian taco. But they're very good. I highly recommend it to anybody who has not tried them before. And what's funny is they have these all the way down into Arizona, New Mexico. Places like that still make them to this day.
Yeah, we know a couple of restaurants, mostly Mexican restaurants.
Yeah, they also have what they're called sopapillas. Interestingly enough, New Orleans has a thing called beignets. It's the same thing. It's a little tiny snack. They have them as a dessert, and usually they coat them with cinnamon and sugar. But
Should have gotten some caramel sauce.
I say, don't we have any left over there?
We never bought any.
Oh,
We have honey over there, I think. Yeah, it's in the cup.
yeah.
So I'll be using honey instead, but
Yeah.
I
But
might pull up my ice cream and put some ice cream on it.
that's an idea too. We've had ice cream sundaes that way at Que Pasa.
Not ice cream sundaes, but ice cream sopa.
What would you call it?
It's not a Sunday.
Not a Sunday. It was on a Tuesday, but it wasn't a Sunday.
You're fired.
Oh no! Does anybody want to hire a bearded historian? He got fired from the Bud Files.
He's a brat.
I'm not a brat. I am not a little Dachshund with seats in the back. I guess that's a small. No, that's a big seat. This is a small plastic hard seat with hard on your butt. Trust me, the Scandrets had a red one. But anyway, we're about here for the thickness, because they say you want to make it about pancake thickness, which
What if I make my pancakes thicker or thinner?
or thinner. Well, we have probably a rolling pin that we can.
No,
invest
we do
in.
not own one of
We
those.
don't have one of those. So which
We do
means
not own none of those.
squishy.
We probably add that to our list of things we need to buy.
Yeah. But we'll throw a few of these in here, and then we'll show you guys the finished product when we're all done. And
Once our oil gets sizzly, I'll do a little sizzle
shoot
test.
it cut. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a deep fryer. It's on our list of things to do.
Right.
So we're attempting this on the stovetop. Wish us luck.
Yes. Good luck, folks. We'll talk to you later.
You see what he did? Yeah, I told him to let me know when he was ready, which he didn't do, because he's ornery that way.
Fire in the hose.
Woo! Seems to be working out pretty well. Ooh!
Nice. Looks like you're gonna get maybe 8-ish out of there.
Roughly 8 or 10, depending on how big I want to go with them. But
Yeah. We'll see. We'll show you when you're done. That is if he remembers to tell me before he eats them. Look at these guys. Don't they look yummy?
now the last two.
And yellow oil, which we're going to let cool.
Yes.
We're all done, right?
Oh, got 2 to go.
Oh, 2 to go. Never mind.
Here we go.
Woo.
You ever had a hot oil pop on you? You know what to do.
Woo. Not that.
Not that.
I understand why you did that, but not that.
But yeah, normally that you give them about 30 to 60 seconds, let them tan, and then you flip them, let them cook on the other side. These are wonderful. You can have them with ice cream, chocolate syrup. I
Caramel
think white
syrup?
chocolate, caramel. Yeah, lots of choices.
Honey.
Honey. But yeah, there's a lot of and the thing that's funny is here's the food that was big in the early 1900s. I mean, it kept the Native Americans alive along with the beef rations that they got. But nowadays, what's really funny is the place up in the canyon, up in Spearfish Canyon at Cheyenne Crossing, they sell these and they make about $15 off of one. But then again, when it's all piled up, it's about that big. One Indian taco.
Which we have to leave off half the things.
Right. Because I'm not a fan of tomatoes, onions. Not bad with the lettuce. Not much of a fan of the pico if they put it on there. But I don't mind lettuce, cheese, sour cream, and taco meat.
I'll eat all of that except for the sour cream.
And cheese. Got to put the cheese
yeah,
on there
cheese.
too. And then it's also really funny because I don't like saying anything bad about them, but the ones that you get at Armadillo's, they're not bad.
They're a little bit tougher.
Yeah, their bread is frozen. You can tell the flavor. This is awesome flavor. Hey, Guy Fieri, we're going to Flavortown.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of different streets and byways on that road. Let's see, we'll turn this over. You can see it's already tanning. Nice golden color.
Maybe.
Sometimes you just take your hand out and you don't want to go back in. But yeah, you see how that's now nicely tanned, golden brown. What's really funny is there's some people, what they'll do is that they'll cook them really thin, but then they'll poof up,
Right.
and then they'll open them up and put the filling inside.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, there's actually a truck here in town that sells Indian fry bread, and they do it one of two ways. For $10, you can get 16 like this, or you can get a regular Indian taco for $10 with the meat, the cheese, etc. But I'm like, you can't beat homemade. Well, there are some cases where you can, but I like doing it this way. I remember this was the first meal I made at the Kansas City address. In fact, I think we got
I don't
pictures of it
remember
on
that.
Facebook. Yeah,
I'll have a look.
yeah. Because we made like 22 of the small little ones.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But then again, my brain is full of Swiss cheese.
I was going to say, it's in one of the holes.
Didn't want the horse.
It's in a hole.
The horse.
Now, we will spear this. Spear that.
It says no.
Don't want to go. And then turn this off.
And then we'll let them cool while these toast left too.
Yep.
Put some honey on the ones that are cooled.
Are we ready, kids?
I'm ready.
It's food time. From the Bud Files, have a good one.